Well, hey, friends. Hey, it's time for our Tuesday at 12 talk. Are you ready? Are you ready? You got your journal? Because I'm ready to dive in and let's learn during this lunch hour where we're getting together talking all things life coaching. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Andrika J. Austin. I go by Coach AJ. I am your master life coach trainer, and let me tell you why and how. I went from the death of my mom and a divorce from a 5-year marriage on the same day while dealing with homelessness, the downsizing of my corporate career, and dropping out of college. I decided it was time to take my destiny into my own hand, and so I dedicated the last 7 years of my life and my career to the life coach certification and training process. I put my degree from Mercer University, class of 2016, to use because it's in training and development. And so I've developed a curriculum to help life coaches get certified in one day online, all from the comfort of your home. And I've done that successfully. I've personally certified over 120 life coaches around the world, from North America, the Cayman Islands, and so many more places and countries that I'm losing count of how many people have actually trained with me over the years. So I'm here today with you as a give back, a chance to educate and further encourage those of you who are considering becoming life coaches. It does not have to take long. It does not have to take a lot of money. And that's why I'm here. First, starting off our coaching talk today with a gift to you. Over at www.thelifecoachquiz.com is my free gift to you to help you choose from one of 3 statements that resonate with your heart and speaks to your spirit about where you are on your life coaching journey. If you are a girlfriend who loves to give advice and share secrets, if you are a mentor who loves to help point people along the way and help them to avoid the same mistakes you may have made in your life, or if you're really a committed coach, someone who's ready to sit and listen patiently and help others discover their answers from within, because those are the type of people who make phenomenal coaches, and I love working with them in our one-day life coach certification training. So hopefully that brief introduction of who I am, what I do, why you're here, why you should care, why we're connected, why this community exists, hopefully that made enough sense to you to hang out with me today to get a little bit more education about the life coaching industry, where we are, as we addressed last week on our coaching call, the definition of a life coach, what we do, and how we have 3 main roles, which is to help our clients achieve goals, basically, in a nutshell. But we start with writing that goal out and setting some action steps behind it, and then helping our clients get the results that they seek. Today, we're talking about the difference between a coach, a counselor, a therapist, a psychologist, a pastor, a minister, a parent, a mom, a girlfriend, a mentor, things that are not coaching. But we're specifically sticking with the counseling field because that's where my graduate degree is. So in the counseling industry, these people are trying to diagnose and treat a mental related issue, a problem. They're trying to fix someone. Some of them can write prescriptions. Some of them can put you on what's called a treatment plan. There's definitely an educational difference to becoming a coach versus a counselor. Counselors sacrifice years of their life serving in internships and putting in the work that it takes to sit in a clinic and, again, diagnose and treat mental related illnesses. They want to know what's wrong with you, who's to blame, why do you think you're like this way, why do you think you do this, why do you think you feel this way, where do you think this came from, and they dig, and again, treat the problem. So some treatments could be medical related, where you leave with a prescription. Some could be keep coming back, and we'll keep talking about it until you finally have a breakthrough, and then we'll find something else to dig and talk about. That is not coaching. And so that's why today's live was so important for me to do, because a lot of people, when they say, AJ, what do you do? And I say, the short version is, I'm a life coach. And they say, I've been looking for someone to talk to about my problems, pretty much. And I'm like, nope, That's not what I do. That's a counselor. I'm not a counselor. Even my best friends think I'm a counselor. So sometimes as a coach, we have to show people what we do. But we only know how to show people what we do if we've been properly and professionally trained and skilled and we're qualified and certified to coach. You got to know how to coach. It's a skill to it, a skill that your life experience alone does not back up. So you got to know how to ask really good questions, how to bring people to their own answers, how to help them search their own spirit, their own soul for what's next on their life journey. So the main difference between a coach and a counselor is, of course, education. And I'll throw cost in there because education costs, right? And really the outcome of the sessions. Now, counselors can be coaches and coaches can be counselors. Did you know that? I have trained among those 120 life coaches around the world, people in the industry of counseling, coaching, therapy, ministry. I have had reverends, elders, bishops, couples, relationship therapists, all types of the counseling arena, people who are used to either sitting in group sessions or one-on-one and listening to the problems, the challenges in a person's life. And again, helping to diagnose or treat or prescribe more and more sessions to help try to fix the person. I have personally certified people in that arena. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of these callings because they're all a form of ministry to me. Most people come to my life coach certification training because they are looking to add an extension on what they do as a counselor, a therapist, a pastor, a minister, a psychologist, a mom. And they want to add their title coach because they say, AJ, I want to know how to help people deeper. And I want to be able to step beyond the boundaries that come with state qualifications and losing licenses if you step out of pocket, pretty much. And I want to be a coach because coaches have so much more free range. They get to help so many more people. And so we spend the day training, we spend the day learning together. And yes, you can do it in one day. Yes, you can do it online. Yes, you can do it with me. I have a really, really cool special treat coming up for those of you who take the life coaching quiz over at thelifecoachquiz.com. And it takes 60 seconds. You go to thelifecoachquiz.com, you enter your email address, you simply select one answer of the three that are there. Whatever answer resonates with you the most, speaks to your spirit deeply, select that answer and it'll give you your results to tell you if you're on the path to becoming a coach or if you are still more of a mentor or a girlfriend and what to do about that, how you can lead down the path of getting certified as a coach and putting those skills to use. Because as a coach, we're usually the girlfriend that people come to because they trust us. They love that we listen. We give really good advice. They always ask for our opinion, like, girl, what do you think? And we share it, but we share it in a way that tries not to step on their toes or offend them. We're also that listening ear that people say, you know what, you are such a great listener. You're so easy to talk to. And so as a coach, what I teach you to do is to get paid for those skills. Because when you think about it, many of us have been that friend all of our life, and we have had people come to us who have actually put our advice to work and saw some results in their life. They have received breakthroughs and they're surprised with what happened after our conversation. And they can't wait to come and say, girl, I tried it and here's what happened. So as a coach, you learn how to get paid from those skills, and you also learn how to help more people get more breakthroughs, because there are people around the world beyond your girlfriend group who could use your skills. As long as you know how to fine tune those skills, get certified and be qualified to use them in the right way, you can make so much more of an impact. You can leave such a bigger legacy, and you can make way more money from the comfort of your home as a coach. And so that's what we spend the day doing. But you have to get started. You enter my world over at thelifecoachquiz.com by selecting that answer that resonates with you. And don't cheat, because if you've listened this far, I have given you the answers of which one to select, but I can't tell you what to select. I can only coach you through it, okay? That's what coaches do. We ask really good questions like, which one resonates with you most? Tell me what speaks to your spirit the deepest. What would you like to discuss next? How can I help you along your journey? And so as a coach, we have this large world with endless possibilities of the impact we can make. You may be like me, who is a speaker and an author and a workshop facilitator and serving other high-end coaches, in addition to working and serving one-on-one as a coach. You like behind the scenes work like I do. There's so many endless possibilities to the money you can make, the impact you can make, the difference you can make, and you don't have to leave your home to do it, which is really important in today's current economic climate. You want to be able to hashtag social distance and still make a difference around the world, or do like what a recent podcast host, Miss Terry Lynn Phillips, she interviewed me on this past Sunday, and she said, AJ, I love the fact that you have sprinkled a little bit of you on people around the globe, countries that you haven't entered in yet. Your name is there, your impact is there, all because they trained with you in a day to become a certified life coach and lived out that lifelong dream to help others, to serve others in their own passion, to have breakthroughs and find purpose and meaning in their life. That's what a life coach does. That's the difference between a coach and a counselor. So hopefully I've shared from where I am today in my truth and standing on the foundation of years of study and research that I've done, reading and attending conferences and seminars and workshops and learning as much as I possibly could to bring it back here to you. I've been certified 6 times, and it wasn't easy. These were 6 intensive trainings that took longer than a day in most cases, and I've been able to compact all of this knowledge and information to give you what I call the coaching essentials. And so these are things that, as you know, are only important to getting the job done. You only show up with these specific skills to make a difference as a coach. And that's what I share with you when you enter my world over at thelifecoachquiz.com. That's step 1 with working with me. So I get a lot of inbox requests and have a lot of conversations where they say, AJ, when's your next event? What do you have coming up next? What's going on with you? You won't know until you take the first step. And they say, well, what's the next step? The first step is thelifecoachquiz.com. Go take the quiz, get your results. There's either a video or an invitation or both that'll pop up with your answers to what's next with working with us. But it also gives you an inside look into my world of coaching. We have an email that's on its way out as we speak, that's giving you some big events that are coming up in the virtual space that I'm a part of, and how it impacts you and walking in your purpose, your calling, your meaning as a coach. So if you feel like you're called to coach, no matter if you're already a pastor or a counselor or a therapist or some of the things we've already talked about today, you can still join my world, become a certified life coach, and be connected to a community of other coaches who are making a difference around the world as coaches, one-on-one, group coaches, virtual coaches, coaches who speak, and people who are hosting events online from the comfort of their home, sitting in their bonnets or their PJs or yoga pants. And they are speaking, they're making a difference. They're touching the hearts and lives of people around the world with not a whole lot of effort, and all because they invested in themselves. So hopefully something that I've said has inspired you today. I see you guys are hanging out. Hey, y'all. I have to let you know a disclaimer. When I do audios, I'm more like talking into like a recorder. So I don't see you pop in all the time right away, and I don't see your comments right away. But I do want to open the floor now for questions. Any question you have about what we've shared today, about the difference between a coach and a counselor, or maybe you have a question about becoming a life coach and what a life coach does, which is what we talked about on our last lunchtime live. And I'm happy to help address those. So I'll give you about 60 seconds to throw a question in the comments below, and I'll hang out with you a little bit longer if you would like, or we can wrap it up so you can go ahead and get your chance to take the Life Coach Quiz over at thelifecoachquiz.com. See what your results reveal about you and what's next on your journey to becoming certified and making a difference from home. So shouts out to Jasmine, Lisa. Hey, Coach Karen. Karen's one of our coaches. Hey, Cassandra. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Anika. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Corinthia, one of my favorite Facebook livers. What questions do you guys have? What can I answer for you in the next 30 seconds or so? And then we'll wrap up. I'll let you get back to your lunch or whatever you were doing during this afternoon hour. But I usually show up around lunchtime. So we do Tuesdays at 12. And we'll do a live lunch where we're talking all things life coaching. And again, if you want to be a part of my world, a part of my community, see what's going on and coming up with me, what's coming up in the life coaching industry, make sure you take step 1 and go to www.thelifecoachquiz.com. Select the answer that resonates most with you. It only takes 60 seconds. Who remembers taking a 60-second quiz in school? I don't. But you can start there, and that's how we can stay connected and making sure that you catch me when I am live. Cassandra says, what's the cost of becoming a life coach? So there is 2 different levels with my company. My company is called the International Center for Life Coach Training. And we are the company behind the 120 certified life coaches around the world. And these people have come here to Atlanta with me live and paid almost $1,000. And so what I decided before the current economic climate, about 90 days ago, I said, I want to bring this training online in order to reach more people. And I want to keep it at an affordable cost. And so now there's an automated pre-recorded version of these live trainings where I'm sharing with you my own specially designed curriculum that gives you the coaching essentials. And right now it's only $599. You get certified in a day from the comfort of your home, and it comes with a 40-page coach training manual, your own coaching t-shirt, which all of my coaches are excited to wear because it has your coaching number on the back. And then you get access to the coaching community of people who have already become certified this year alone within the last 90 days, who are building and scaling their businesses already to their first $25,000. So when you compare that and the possible outcome and results for you, the cost of the training is a drop in the bucket. And people say, why is it so cheap, AJ? And I said, this is my give back to you. This is a way to keep it affordable, to make sure you get it done. Because I talk to a lot of people who have been wanting to become a coach for years. Is that you, Cassandra? They say, I have been wanting to become a coach for 12 years now. Or I think I've been coaching all my life, AJ. I just didn't know that's what it was called. But I need to know how to do it right and make sure that I can get people results for real. And I'm not just playing with their life. And so in a way, in an effort to impact more coaches around the world, I wanted to keep the training affordable. I wanted you to be able to do it where it's no excuse. You get certified and then you learn how to scale your coaching company and make a bigger impact. So if you want a link to that, feel free to post that in the comments and I can send you an inbox, or you can send me an inbox message. I'm happy to share that link with you because that is being released as we speak. So let me know if you want more information on that. Thank you for your question. Are there any other questions, you guys? I always love to see people on here with me. I'm not talking to myself because I share these trainings on other platforms like YouTube and with my email list as well. And so they don't get to see you guys. And so they just hear my voice addressing you, but you're not there. So I want to address you while you're here with me live. If you have a question, go ahead and post it in the comments below, or we can wrap up. And again, to get started with me over at thelifecoachquiz.com, it takes 60 seconds and you select the answer that best resonates with your spirit. And then we chat further. I got some goodies coming up, y'all. If you ever notice me not posting much on social media, just know I'm in what we call the Bat Cave working. And I have been in the Bat Cave for the last 3 months. And I can't wait to share what's going on behind the scenes. Cassandra says, yes, that's me. I've been coaching all my life and I'm an ordained evangelist. Yes, I get a lot of y'all church folks, saved folk, Christian folks. I'm one of those folks. And so that's why I love that I can resonate with you. And I best serve African-American women who are from a religious, spiritual, Christian background because we can talk about Jesus. We can talk about purpose and serving in that calling because a lot of y'all, I'm going to say y'all because I've been obedient over the last 7 years or so, giving myself more credit than I deserve. But we've been called and we've been running. We haven't said yes. And we're using things like, what's the cost? How long does it take? Where do I have to be? What do I have to do? Do I have to do all this work? Do I have to stay the whole training? What, AJ, how can I be where you are? How can you make it easier for me to do what God has called me to do? So, Cassandra, that's what I've been in the Bat Cave working on, helping those who know that they're called to coach, they're called to make an impact and a bigger difference. I want to speak to your heart. I want to help you serve. I want to show you how easy it is. And I do so by giving you access to a session I did recently. And it didn't start off spiritual, but it surely ended in the name of Jesus. And my coaches who have been certified, who watched the session, they're like, wow, we saw ministry unfold in this pre-recorded coaching session. So I give that to you as a free bonus when you sign up for the one-day life coach training certification to see how a life coach session flows, how you can incorporate Jesus with it, and how you can really walk in those callings, especially those of you with a collar. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, Shirley. Shirley says, I would like more information on it, please. I got you, Shirley. Make sure we're connected as friends here on Facebook, because what I have seen is that a lot of people come back and watch these lives because they follow me and we're not necessarily Facebook friends. And so if you follow me, I don't know if you'll get my message right away in your inbox. So make sure we're Facebook friends and we're connected. And I'm happy to send you more information. Actually, my coach and I, yes, your coach has a coach. We just wrapped up the introduction to that pre-recorded online training that makes it easier and more affordable for you to get certified in a day from the comfort of your home. And it's no longer an excuse. So I'm glad you guys are interested in coming along this journey. It is so much fun. And I'm excited to be considered a part of that journey with you to help you make a difference in the world. One of my coaches, Coach Camille, she was actually the first coach who said yes this year. And she said, AJ, you are a walking, talking training manual for the life coaching industry. You know everything there is to know. I can ask you any question at any time and you have an answer or a resource to point me to. And so that's what I call the coaching essentials, where I pour out what I know to share with you in your ministry to becoming a coach. Because again, it is a ministry, y'all. We deal with spirits, we deal with attitudes, we deal with energy, we deal with mindset. It's so much that goes into it, but the most important part is love, the love that comes out of it. So I'm happy to share what I know. And so I'll get those links to you ladies in your inbox as soon as we're no longer live. Well, I don't see any other questions. I want to thank you guys again for joining me here live. You know I love the interaction. Make sure your notifications are on, because I'll be back live with you for a lunchtime live very soon. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, make sure you take the quiz. Check out the quiz over at thelifecoachquiz.com. I know many of your names have already popped up in my email saying that you took the quiz. I can see your answers right away. You get a copy of your answer as well. And then you learn what your next steps are to becoming a certified life coach online in one day from the comfort of your home with yours truly. I am happy to help. Replay viewers, thank you for watching. Put your questions and comments below or send me an inbox request. And until we meet again, my friends, remember, as a coach, when you impact one life, you impact generations. There's someone somewhere. They are waiting on you to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs. Because it's when you let your light shine, you give others permission to do the same. I am Master Life Coach Trainer Andrika J. Austin. I go by Coach AJ. I invite you to listen to the replay of this. Maybe I dropped a nugget or answered a question that you may have had for years and never had a chance to ask a coach live. I'm here for that. And head over to thelifecoachquiz.com when you finish listening to the replay. Take that 60-second quiz, drop your answers that speak to you most. Just select one out of the three. They're not questions, they're statements, but they have to resonate with where you are. And it's okay. Whatever your answer is, just let me know by answering over at thelifecoachquiz.com. I'll meet you there and I'll see you guys again soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless. Bye, friends.